on aerospace power, imperative for deterrence and victory in war. The topic is primarily based on two key themes, deterrence and victory through air power in war. Deterrence, I think, can be primarily based through capability building and posturing, while victory will come in better utilizing this capability than the adversary. This requires a bit of strategizing, delving into theory and history, and a clear understanding of the roles and capabilities of air power. Someone had rightly said that poor theory does damage in the real world of behavior because organizations and people are moved into action by ideas of their leadership. The famous author Colin Gray, whose book forms a part of this vast program, had famously stated that air power, and I quote, can be devised and executed competently only by strategically well-educated, air-minded people. Air power is better directed and commanded by people who understand profoundly the tactical grammar of their instrument and the logic of its role in strategy and warfare. The VAST program is a result of the understanding to develop the cognitive diversity in an hierarchical organization like the Indian Air Force. As another American author, Sean McFate, had said, that academics who learn about war and warfare in libraries learn only so much. Practitioners who believe that their war stories are macro insights fare no better. It's only the futuristics and scholar practitioners who can decide on the future of warfare. The officers of this batch of the Warfare and Aerospace Strategy program have revisited the entire temporal history of air power, and I used it to distill the successes of air power over the last century. The historical records points to air power's ability to adapt and adjust to meet the requirements of emerging context and contingencies at hand. Here I would like to bring out one important aspect, the fungibility of air power or the fungibility of air power elements, including its agility, the flexibility, innovative synergy, and adaptability. These are aspects that need to be written into the strategic narrative of the national security construct. While these are probably quite strikingly obvious to men and women who have been in the blue uniform, it still requires stating. And I do hope that members of this syndicate will bring out this point unambiguously. Over a century of air power history, and a study of it would clearly show the strategic utility of air power cannot be rationally be challenged, but understanding it is dreadfully complex. With air power now ubiquitous and indispensable, any conceptualization of warfare without absolute regard to air power is bound to fail. We all know that in the last 123 years of aerospace power, or since the aircraft first flew, aerospace power, along with now the cyber and space power, has seen the most volatile and dramatic changes ever. The full war cycle today, from ISR to PNT to precision targeting, resides primarily in two domains, that is the air and the space domain. Though, of course, joint warfare will depend upon and relies completely upon the leadership to have an insightful and a clear strategic vision of the joint operations, particularly what are the tools in their toolkit. One of the most important tools here being the aerospace power. The Indian Air Force's role is undeniably pivotal in dominating this domain and enabling joint forces operation. It goes without saying that future warfare will be diverse and that the tactical, strategic, and operational value of air power will remain situational. Hence, a coherent theory of employment of air power capability is needed, particularly among those who constitute or those who advise the higher defense organization of this country. So without further ado, I would like to take this conversation forward by inviting this panel of four bright scholars we have today. Firstly, we have Wing Commander Rahul Mishra. He is a helicopter pilot, a QFI, experience on the attack helicopters. He also holds a PG diploma in applied aeronautics. I have Wing Commander Vipin Kumar Pandey, is a Cat A fighter controller, who also holds an MBA in finance. Wing Commander Swagat Das, a QFI from the MiG-21 and the Tejas background. He holds a master's degree in operational art from Air Command and Staff College, USA. And Yashwant Narayan Pedkar, an experienced VISO on the Su-30, currently serves as a mission commander on the AEWC Netra. After this, we will have the two other members of the syndicate joining in for the Q&A session. Wing Commander Praveen Patil, an experienced helicopter pilot who has also commanded the helicopter unit. And Commander Dhirender Mohanty, who is a naval aviator having flown the Dornier and the Kamo 28. He currently serves as a DS at the Maritime Warfare Center and holds an MSc in Air Operations Management.